Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to the Daily Oracle. So today is full moon Scorpio, so May 7th, and Scorpio is at 17 degrees. This morning I was woken up by the moon's energy, the moon's light, the moon's glow around 4 o'clock, and I think the moon was actually full around this morning, Pacific Standard Time. I think around 3 something in the morning, and then eventually I got out of bed I remember they were looking at the clock, it was like 4:44. I went outside and I went into the hills and I looked at the moon. It was still high in the sky, and I took a photo of it, and it almost looked like the moon was the sun. She was so big. This was a super moon, but the light was shining so brilliantly on her, and it's reminding me now as I talk to you about the one card that we had pulled together, which is about will, and was all this fire and this strength and this inner strength. And early on today when I was teaching yoga, we pulled a card at the end, and again it was coming to the strength in the solar plexus, this place of activation. And it feels like humanity is needing to be activated. You know, you and me really need to be activated in this place of empowerment. We're living in a time of great uncertainty and unsure of what the next step is, but it's really hard to make a next step when the whole lay of the landscape is unsure or uncertain. So how do you step forward? Maybe it's us stepping forward within inside ourselves to find our own inner empowerment, how we can step forward into our own whole truth, if you will. So maybe things have been coming up for you. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit pulled in different directions. Maybe your mind's been a little bit busy. With the full moon too, there's a bridge, or I call it an opposition, with Mercury. So there has been this degree of the mind being pulled in different directions. And then the Scorpio full moon does pull our emotions in different directions, especially those deep-seated emotions. And then there's a trine with Neptune, so there's even more of this like Neptunian energy coming in here that's connecting to this water element inside of us. And the water is our emotional energy, and the best way to get emotions flowing through us is to let them flow fully and completely in the best ways possible. So when we're holding on to things, it's time for us to, full moon, let them go so that we can move forward. And I'm also being reminded that at least this morning I was guided to do the Ho'oponopono meditation and just look at people in my life and just tell them how much that I love them, and that I ask for forgiveness, and that I'm sorry, and that I thank them for being in my life too. So this has been coming up for me too, just to do this with each person, whether the relationship is beautiful and brilliant, or if it feels strained in some way, whether it's strained in the heart or the mind or in words or whatever it is, or physically. At least I'm helping myself let go of these things. And so we can all let go of these pieces that need to be let go of. This is what this full moon in Scorpio is really asking for us to do, is to let go of the pieces that are deep inside of ourselves. So let's see where the energy goes. I want to show you something that's actually kind of funny. I did a reading earlier on, and this deck, actually, I pulled it out. It's just 2 decks together like this. And this happens a lot in my decks, where I'll find like a random card from another deck in a deck. And so this just happened today when I pulled out from the bag. It was like, oh, these is 2 decks together. So I'm going to continue to read with these cards, because the reading that I did earlier on came out so beautifully and so well just with this combined deck. So maybe this is something too that you can do, the old Neptunian energy. Try something a little bit more creative and different. This is what Source wanted. They'd already mixed them up for me. So let us go forward and see what it is that we can do for ourselves, that we can bring into a state of self-empowerment. And I know that, why you say I know, that I feel that, because I know for myself, I feel for myself that I feel that I need to be empowered on some level. I'm trying these different things that are in alignment with me, but in the back of my head, I'm also thinking, do I need to align with a more pragmatic standpoint, a different practical standpoint, like maybe follow the narrow lines of humanity and civilization for a while, or do I need to stay where I am, where I'm navigating, where I feel that the natural flow is coming from? And again, the angels are coming in, they're saying, yes, flow with that of your natural state. I know all of us inside of us has a passion and a purpose that wants to come through. So let us delve into a place we can ignite that passion, that purpose, and stand in that place of our absolute true will. And it is. The full moon is about taking an action. So decide on an actionable step that you want to take. What is that actionable step that you want to take? And then tonight and tomorrow, because the glow of the orb of the moon is pretty big, so we're going to still be flowing on the Scorpio full moon for quite some time, for at least another day or two. So into the weekend, we can really do the medicine that we need for ourselves. And water being the element of Scorpio and even of the moon, is to let everything flow with grace and flow with ease. So let's see what comes up for us today. Take a moment just to close your eyes, to smile within, and just say thank you to guidance for showing up in all ways and all things. And we always get to receive what we need and what we need to know now. And let us see what guidance has in store for us. It's funny. I love this actually, like this big reveal. And it's again, trust in the process, because time is here for transformation. But it says trustworthy guidance. It says you've received a wonderful idea. Write down your idea. And it says, as an answer to your prayers, this idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. And that's basically angelic help. And we've been having angels coming for quite some time too. And I feel this more and more so. And what I'm feeling more so now is actually the divine feminine coming in, which is interesting too. So above here, you may not see it properly in the camera, but there's a downward, like geometric. And as I said, like the divine feminine, my eye caught that. And it's this divine feminine wants to come in, this new holy part of ourselves. We've been so much in this masculine energy. And maybe this full moon in Scorpio, this more feminine aspect, is ushering in that peace. But are we ready to really embrace that peace about ourselves? Are you ready to embrace that more feminine aspect about yourself? So trustworthy guidance. So the idea that you have is real. So trust in it. Let's see. We're going to pull another card on this and see what guidance has in store further for us. Just around this idea, like we have an idea that's sparking. So if I'm talking about coming into your will, your true essence, your true passion and purpose, this is saying yes. So those ideas that are flourishing, it's time for you to really connect a little bit deeper into them. So let us see. Let's close our eyes, take a breath. Let's see what guidance has for us, or trustworthy guidance. And yes, of course, let go of the past. So the full moon, and there's this yellow essence in here too. And earlier on, I had a solar plexus card come up too in a different reading as well. A solar plexus. This is letting go of the past. It says, the burden of carting your past around has made you weary. I know. Have you been tired? I know I'm super tired. So maybe there's these things that we're relinquishing that we don't even know of, that's in the mind. It's time for us to focus on what it is that we want and know that we've been ushered in. And when I say want, it's not just like, wanting like a Lamborghini as an idea, but really coming to a passion and a purpose. Write down what it is that you need for yourself and let go of the old ideas. This is really stepping away. This is really part of our healing too. Like you and me, our humanity healing. It's not about what's happening in the governments or big corporate America. It's you and I here on the ground. It's time for us to step into that place of our own inner power. I'm going to take another card from a different deck, or a different pack here, because it's 2 decks here, and just see how that guidance can be flourished out just a little bit more. So close your eyes again for a second and let's see what guidance really, truly, in all ways wants for us to really step into that place of our power. And let's see. And this is a different pack. And it says, explore your options. This is kind of like a storyline. It says, explore your options. And he's on a horse and he's galloping somewhere. The horse is rearing up, right? It says, dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction of my health, happiness, and life purpose. That's what we're talking about, is people coming into their life purpose now. A lot of people are being activated. Healers are being activated. This is trustworthy guidance. They're telling you now, bring this into yourself, this idea that you've been supported in every way. They're telling you you've been supported in every way. This is time for you being ushered. You're actually being carried. It's going to move a little bit fast and slow and fast and slow and fast and slow. what you need to become clear of is you need to write down your idea of what it is that you want, what you want to manifest. And it's connected to your life purpose. Like I said, it's not just a Lamborghini, it's actually connected to your life purpose. If you felt inside of your heart that you're a healer, it's time to stand into your heart of a healer. And most of the people that I see that I connect with mostly are healers too. And that's one of my jobs, I should say, is to help activate you to step into your power as a healer. There's also this idea of, again, letting go of the past. This is time, the full moon, that's where that forgiveness prayer comes in. Say, I love you. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. And I thank you. I thank you for being in my life. And I say that to everybody. I really, really do. And to myself too, to make sure that I'm letting go of things. And what a powerful time to do that. So there's new ideas. Let's explore your options. See what the landscape is for you, inside of you. We have no idea what the landscape is going to turn out outside of ourselves, but this is to look at the landscape within you and to see what it is that's within you that wants to come out, that life purpose. This is where your health, very important right now, health, happiness, and life purpose. When we're in our life purpose, our immune system, our natural joy level is high. So let us all step into and be ushered into and know that we've been ushered by our guides and our angels that want to be with us now. So hopefully all of that made some sense to you. Please leave a comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you too. All right. So from my heart to yours, may always be blessed. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl. You can always find me at belindapearl.com. I'll see you all again soon. Namaste.